Welcome to Campus Conversations, a podcast series that's all about Miami-Dade College's Padrón Campus. My name is Oscar Loinaz, campus president, and I have the privilege of being the host for this series. So today we have another fabulous show or podcast. We have two individuals that work on the campus, but aside from their regular jobs, have a very special mission focus that we're going to talk about today, and that's change making. So I would like for them to introduce themselves, and we're going to start with your name, what do you do on the campus, and how long you've been a part of the Padrón Campus. So may we start with you, Professor?
Okay. I'm Carla Hamaty, and I teach history, psychology, and social and human services. And I have been in the campus for about maybe 5 and 6 years. I have been at Miami-Dade College for about 18 years, and I love it.
Yes.
I'm Samaria, Prieto. I work in the Student Life Department. I am the specialist, and I'm the co-coordinator and SGA advisor. I started in 2017 as a student assistant with Student Life, and then I worked in student services for a few years during COVID, actually, under Julio Fernandez, the student services director, and then I came back to Student Life in 2020.
Well, thank you. So change making.
Yes.
How did you all get involved with change making? I believe the two of you are co-chairs of the change making committee.
Yes.
How did you get involved with change making? What do you like about it? Tell me everything.
Okay. Do you want to begin?
Sure. I was on the change-making committee with...
Wait. Before we start, what is change making?
That's
That is a good question, and that's a conversation that we were having actually last week. And I tell my students, that change making, in my view, there are 3 different steps, right? Change making is what we do every day. So it's opening the door to someone, is going to tutoring, right? Because when you change your own self, you're changing the community around you. And then the second step for me, change making, is the events that we do. So let's go ahead and clean the beach. Let's learn about recycling. And then we have the bigger events that we do here in the campus and with our community. And so all this for me is change making, right? Some of my students say, well, when I win the lottery, I will do this. And I tell them, you don't have to wait to win the lottery. You can do something now, right? The fact that you see somebody coming and you hold the door, that's a change making.
Yeah.
So
Great way of sharing and explaining that. So, Sam, I am so sorry. I rudely interrupted you when you were talking about how you got involved.
Yes, I was actually on the change-making committee for 1 year. I was just helping with my director, Brian, who he was a co-chair, I believe, for a while. And then I actually served on the committee for a year and helped host the events. We have Changemaker Week every year on campus in September, and Student Life helps a lot with that. And I was very involved because I think change making is something that's very, very important to the campus. So then the following year, I was, I guess, promoted to be the change making co-chair, and it's been a great time working with Carla. I feel that this year was we had a great change making week, and we hope that the rest of the year reflects the same.
That's wonderful. And so, Professor Hamaty, how did you get involved? And can you talk about the faculty perspective or faculty involvement?
yes. So the same thing as Sam, we were members of the change making, and then both of us were invited to head the committee here at Padrón. And change making for the faculty is very important because we have actually, I'm not going to say that is more important, right? It's equally, because I think we work, and the fact that I'm a faculty, she's not, I think we complement each other, and it's wonderful. In terms of classroom, it's very important because we have hands-on with the students, right? So we can engage, we can create events, but for me it's important because sometimes understanding what's change making for them, right? And what is important for them and what they want to do, that sometimes I don't think about.
Yeah.
And to give them voices to create events, so I love it.
So you all must have done a wonderful job as members because you know how that works.
Yes.
When you do a good job in a committee, you get promoted to being a co-chair or a chair. So kudos to both of you for that. What would you say has been the most, for you personally, the most impactful change-making activity, event, action that each of you have had? Can you think of one?
I will say something that we actually didn't get to do it for the Changemaking week because we have to reschedule it, but it's something that we have tried to initiate with the Changemaking Committee. It's Eco-Wise. So that is a workshop series hosted by Professor Jake Guyton and I think she's the Earth Ethics Coordinator, Yadira Capas. They do a workshop series on composting, the right way to compost, what are some of the things that you can compost, how to compost, and then what to use it for. That is done by Professor Jake Guyton. And then Yadira does a workshop on recycling. So what are some of the items that you can recycle, how to recycle them correctly. And it's just simple things like that I feel a lot of students may think that they know already how to do it, but in reality, we may be doing it wrong. There's a lot of restrictions, and that will help the community be able to actually grow in regards to change making and know how to compost, know how to recycle here on campus, get involved with maybe making sure that we as a campus are recycling and know what are the correct items. Because some of the things that we didn't know was different kinds of plastics
Oh, yeah.
that are supposed to be recycled and how to be washed correctly. For example, like detergent bottles. Jake Guyton showed the students that you can even use the paper from your Amazon packages, the little brown paper that comes in those packages. If you blend that with some of the items that you may eat, like eggshells, banana peels, and you blend that in, that makes a compost. And then you can have your own garden in your home.
That's wonderful. And how about yourself? Do you have something special in mind?
Freedom Tower.
Yeah.
That was amazing. I took my students and even the non-Cuban students cried, right? So they could feel the feelings that our immigrants had.
Yeah.
But before anything, I want to say that we are successful in leading the committee because of you.
Oh, thank you. No.
Because of you and the deans, they support us. And whatever idea that we have, you have never said no to us, right? On the contrary, it's always what you need. So thank you.
Yeah. No, it truly is my pleasure. I think that the work that you all do, our students, the faculty and staff on the campus, is incredibly important. And I think, we come here for a purpose and a reason. And I think leaving here and going home and feeling that you had a good, satisfying day is what it's all about. So I think we're honored to all of us to be working here. So thank you for those kind words. I wasn't expecting it, but I appreciate it. And I appreciate the work that you all do. We have run out of time because this is like quick. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for listening, watching, however it is that you tune in. And until next time, Oscar Loinaz, Campus Conversations, MDC Padrón Campus, we rock.